Is eucalyptus essential oil safe for babies and for children? The chemical component in there that is the hot topic is eucalyptol 1,8-cineol. And there are tons of blogs that you can find online, and they talk about how it's not safe for babies and small children. The mass hysteria, right? So we want to really address this topic today because as a mom, the safety of your children is our absolute priority. I know it is for mine. And of course, we always want to honor you as parents of your own children. You can make your own decisions. But first, we want to make sure that you have all the information so that you can make an educated choice for your family. So over the last 8 years, my family and I have been using doTERRA essential oils. If you're new to our channel, be sure to hit subscribe and that bell notification so you can find out about amazing content on this channel. We love talking about essential oils, and of course, I always love talking to moms and helping you on your health journey. Okay, so as a mom, I had the exact same concerns that you do. I'm sure if you stumbled across this looking online for safety of eucalyptol 1,8-cineol, just wanting to know, is it even safe? And it reminds me of a friend of mine who is a nurse practitioner, and she was utilizing doTERRA essential oils in her home early in her journey. And she texted me frantically one night saying, I was diffusing a blend of essential oils that also included a little bit of eucalyptus, breathe essential oil, and she opened up all her windows and tried to irrigate her whole home because she was afraid when she read these mom blogs. And that should never happen. That actually broke my heart for her, just that fear and the fear mongering that is out there regarding this essential oil and specifically the chemical component eucalyptol 1,8-cineol. Okay, so let's dig in today. Why are we even talking about this? Why did the mom blog start on this crazy journey? Well, it started with a book by Robert Tinserand. He is actually viewed as the guru of essential oils. He wrote a book called Essential Oil Safety. He's very conservative in his approach, and that's totally fine. But even him, in his book, he mentions that there are safe amounts of eucalyptus and rosemary that you can utilize with your children. So the main chemical component, not only can you find it it's also in basil, rosemary, and a few other peppermint essential oils. So don't worry about that. But even he mentions that it is safe. You can find this, we'll link it in the comments for you at the Tinserand Institute. You can find the link regarding safe amounts that he deems safe use with children and babies. Okay, so let's talk about the background. How did this even get started? So the primary concern is talking about toxicity when it's used internally or maybe even accidentally ingested in large amounts. So the study was done that children and adults have died when they ingested over 10 ml, which would be an entire bottle of eucalyptus. And for a child, and obviously for an adult, because of our body size, even more than that would need to be ingested. So if a baby drank the entire bottle of eucalyptus, this says that they could die. Okay, well, we're not using it internally. This is an aromatic and topical oil. When you look at the supplement fact, remember, we're always looking for the supplement fact on our doTERRA bottles. If it's not on there, we're not going to take it internally. Another important thing to note is don't leave your bottles around where small children can get into them. Make sure you're teaching your children how to utilize essential oils safely, and your older teens to be able to help those younger ones how to use topically and in a diffuser safe essential oils. We always want to be safe. Okay, so when we're talking about the concerns that were expressed with eucalyptus and rosemary, primarily the primary chemical constituent that we were talking about is 1,8-cineol. So the constituent that's made up anywhere from 40 to 80% of the eucalyptus, and in a slightly less or smaller percentage in the rosemary. Okay, so what does this even mean? What does it mean? It's that the similar effect that we get of the menthol sensation, that cooling sensation that is also associated with peppermint. That's the chemical component that we're talking about here. It has that cooling sensation to the skin. Okay, so the study that was actually done by Tinserand looked at respiratory issues around menthanol and the eucalyptol. So they studied 954 children that came to the clinic. Of course, of these, 9% were due to the ingestion of hydrocarbons, and 17 out of the 83 children. So only 1.8% of the total amount of the children had chemical pneumonia. Okay, when we looked further at the study, the frequent chemicals that were also found with these children that had presented chemical pneumonia, they had turpentine, petrol, and lamp oil also present. So when you're looking at that, the speculation is that there are probably synthetic methanol in and possibly even fake eucalyptol involved. So when we're looking at synthetic essential oils, of course, or just isolating these chemical components, they're going to behave very differently than when we're working with pure essential oils from doTERRA. So again, knowing your quality of the company that you're working with is very important. My family and I, we don't trust anybody but doTERRA with our oils for our family. And so we're always promoting safety and caution above all else. And we don't, I believe that the fear mongering that's out there is, crazy exaggerated and, compared to the amount of problems that could arise. So finally, if a large quantity of either menthanol or eucalyptol are directly inhaled or put directly into the nose of a child, of course they're going to have respiratory issues, or even an adult. If you're putting a lot of essential oil in your nose, you're going to have discomfort with that. So this is common sense. If you watched any of our videos in our channel, we teach you about safety of essential oils and using just 1 or 2 drops, using a carrier, how easy it is to use your oils. So don't freak out, my friends, okay? So when you're diffusing essential oils, it's nothing at all like inserting all of this oil into your nose. When you're diffusing essential oils, you're getting just small amounts of oil in your body. It's actually less than 10% absorption when you just have these beautiful aromas, 2 to 3 drops of essential oil in your diffuser throughout the day in your home. So it is absolutely safe. It's so important to note that and to calm your fears. Okay, so caution about the crazy blogs out there that are just used to spread fear about natural solutions. Did you know that they get paid per click and per view? So stop watching all of those. When somebody sends me a link and I just see the title of it, I don't even click on it. I don't want to read that crazy, news that will make us fearful of the natural solutions that are so amazing for our bodies. Okay. One of the most common case reports that are also referenced that I've heard about is that eucalyptus oil causes seizures. Okay, hang on, let's talk about this. So when you take a look at the report, it was of a young girl who had utilized an over-the-counter lice treatment and she started convulsing. Well, yeah, that sounds scary and I would probably be very nervous too, but when you read a little bit more into it, a very common side effect, the most common side effect of lice treatment is seizures. So regardless if there was eucalyptus in the lice treatment or not, just one report doesn't make it necessarily a link that the eucalyptus in there caused the seizure. So instead, what happens? They show us this blurb, eucalyptus is linked to seizures, and we think, oh my goodness, what am I doing to my baby? Okay. This part is what really gets me, you guys. That's not right. We have to put a stop to this crazy news, fear-mongering. Okay, if you take a look at studies on pubmed.gov, you'll be able to find all kinds of reports and the reports that we talked about today. So 1,8-cineol is a monoterpene. It's the primary constituent that's used in eucalyptus. And also it has that camphor-like aroma, a pleasant and spicy taste. It is often used as a flavoring agent for baked goods, confections, and beverages. And also, yes, it is toxic if you use it in very high levels. That's exactly what we talked about today. Okay, so outside of its many uses, even in the food industry, research shows that 1,8-cineol may have some intriguing benefits for your health. So even internally, in very small amounts, right? We talked about that. So it is also one of the components or constituents in melaleuca or tea tree oil. It can help soothe and for healthy respiratory function, for daily support of a healthy respiratory function. You can add a drop of rosemary to a cup of water or tea, and even to season your meat for your entrees. That's absolutely safe. There's some experimental research that has been done that it does provide antioxidant support when taken internally. Again, very small amounts. Also has a very refreshing taste, that added antioxidant boost, and a few drops of rosemary or basil to flavor your Italian dishes. I personally love to use it topically. It's easy to use. Any of these oils that we talked about today, the eucalyptus, rosemary, basil, tea tree, sage, all of those are excellent to use. They're great for surface agent for cleaning. You can do a spray bottle of water and a few drops to wipe down your bathroom or your kitchen surfaces. It's very easy to do. Also, there's some research done that they're good for mosquito repellent. So another oil that you can use to your arsenal for repelling the pesky mosquitoes. Okay guys, so overall, absolutely safe in small amounts. That's the key. All right, so I hope this has alleviated your concerns, that you are able to use eucalyptus around your babies, pregnancy babies, children. It is absolutely safe. doTERRA essential oil. I trust it for my family. If I had absolutely any concerns, I would not have used it in my home on my family. And when my youngest baby was 5 months old, when we started doTERRA essential oils, we would not have used eucalyptus on him when he had occasional little cold. So I absolutely feel safe with doTERRA, and that is why I recommend it for others. I am so thankful for their purity and potency and the safety of doTERRA, because I can rest assured that I'm doing good things for my family and for their little bodies, and I don't have to worry about opening up all the air, windows of my home and being fearful like that. So I'm really grateful for that. I hope this was helpful for you. May your home be filled with safe and healthy habits for daily essential oil use. Be sure to check out our next video where we'll do another deep dive and talk about, does lavender and tea tree cause breasts in boys? Essential oils might very well be that solution that you have been looking for. Essential oils are organic, potent, all natural, just pennies per drop. So are you looking to have less stress, just to feel better, have more amazing skin and less pain in your body? I'm here to help you get started. Come on in and join us. Click the link below. We'll help you get started with essential oils today.